Well, welcome back to Better Living. Thanks so much for joining us. Like I said, I'm at Monroe's Superstore. I'm here right now with Ronnie Bachman, and he is the president, owner, national motivational speaker of Walk This Way Foundation. This is his book, Walk This Way, and we're going to talk about what you do. This book is Walk This Way, Life Lessons for Dealing with Bullies and Bad Times. Good morning to you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having us.
It is so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Tell me what you do.
Well, I'm Ronnie Bachman, motivational speaker, and I travel the country and Canada speaking to predominantly middle school, but also high school and corporate America, sponsored by Mr. Ralph Mahalik here in Monroe, the Dodge Superstore. So that's my thing, and as you know, at a time when kids are really struggling with fitting in or whatever the case is, right? Here comes a guy along who's a double amputee with a big smile on his face saying, hey, listen, walk this way, right? It's like life's a beautiful thing. You got to hang in there. You got to stay in the game. 5th grade will turn into 6th and so on and so on.
Life goes on.
But first, you got to fall in love with you. You got to recognize that there are no trade-ins and that you are supposed to be here. Yes, words are a powerful thing, but you got to get on the other side of that stuff.
I got a couple middle schoolers myself.
Oh, there you go.
And boy, life is so different now for middle school than it was when you and I were their age. How do you tell them to get through it? How do they get through it in this age of social media and all the things that are different than when we were kids?
Well, that's the thing. You know, I'm 57 years old, so when I was in middle school, most parents, you know, your mom was at home.
Yes.
So when you came home and your feelings were hurt or you were being bullied or picked on, there was someone there to diffuse it. Today, we have a lot of parents where, you know, you need that second income. Sure. So these kids are coming home to social media and with cyberbullying and whatnot. So, you know, I've been doing it a long time. I'm also a dad, right? You know, my little girl is now 35, and I've got 2 grandkids. So I know what I'm talking about in relation to that, and of course my disability. And I think when you really cut through all of it, the real power is in falling in love or like with you. And I know it sounds cliche to say that because the words are so hurtful and they're so powerful. But if you've got that thing inside you that you know without any uncertainty, I belong here. This world is as much for me as anyone else. I find for myself it made things a lot easier. Yes, it hurts. Yes, I was bullied. Yes, I had many things in my life, and I still do every day because of my circumstances here. But it's the positive thing that I feel about me. And when you show that, when you carry yourself with that, like that intestinal fortitude of, you know I belong here, I love me, I respect me, I admire me, well then subsequently you learn to walk this way. And today, of course, it's a metaphor, you know, and we've got kids all over the country. Hundreds of thousands of kids that are wearing the Ronnie Bachman Walk This Way bracelets, making that commitment. Schools are wearing or putting up Walk This Way banners. And again, with sponsors like Mr. Mahalik here at the Monroe Superstore, and make those shows possible for me to get out there on the road and tour and reach out to as many kids as possible. And again, with the book, you know, these kids that are struggling, I can't be there. I can't be at their house after school. I've got them for an hour and a half. So if they get the book has a lot of plans in it. Baby steps, you know, not overfilling your backpack metaphorically, you know, pain is pain, and they'll read stories of Ron's life through there, but there's also a great guide on how to take that stuff that's going on the school bus from the beginning of your day, turn it around, do that thing, learn to walk this way, and hopefully live happily ever after, right?
What's the first step? Parent that's watching today and knows that their child's dealing with this, what's the first step? What's the one thing they can say to their child?
Tell your kid how important they are to you. Make sure that they understand, yes, we're all busy. I don't care if you're having dinner in the front seat of your car and it's McDonald's. No matter what you think that you know about your kid, I'm not worried about my kid's fine. Grab your kid up, look them in the eyes and say, I love you. Everything I do in this world is centered around you. There's nothing in my world and this family's world that's more important than you. You are the nucleus. You've got to know how much you're loved. I hear this from kids all the time. I don't want a new this. I don't need a new that, right? I want my dad to spend more time with me. I want my mom to actually listen to me when I come home and say, this is going on, instead of saying, yeah, kids will be kids.
Not
today. Right, not today. It's different today. It's just simply different. So you got first step, reach out and grab a hold of your kid.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if somebody's watching, they want you to come speak to their church group or their school, or how do they do that?
RonnieBachman.com. You'll find me all over social media. Walk This Way on Facebook or Ronnie Bachman, but RonnieBachman.com. Reach out to me. We'll get back to you, and hopefully we can visit your community as well.
How about this great book? How can we get this great book?
Right. How they can get that book by going to Amazon, typing in Walk This Way, or RonnieBachman.com.
And it is a great book, and you've done some fantastic things in your life, and you didn't let something like being a double amputee get in your way, did you?
I mean, I got married in 1979. I was a dad by 80. 4 years later, my wife and I divorced. I was awarded custody of Alicia. She was only 4 years old at the time. And, here we are together. Ron's a double amputee, but I don't think about it that way. I think I'm dad, right? So here we are. We're living in the Detroit area at the time. We moved to Northville, and, elementary school, middle school, high school. She goes off to Michigan State University. Today she lives in Florida, and I'm a grandpa, right? And you think, if I would have listened to all those people, Charity, that said, people like you, what will ever happen? This world isn't built for you. Just think where Ron would have been if I would have just not loved me, if I wouldn't have learned to walk this way. There'd be no Alicia. There'd be no Asher and Isla, my grandchildren. So here's 2 more generations of my family because I chose to stay in the game.
Absolutely. All because you chose to walk this way. Well, make sure you get this book and check out the website. We'll be right back here at Monroe Superstore.